welcome everyone to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. The Longhorns will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cyclones offense will take the first swing of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27th. And the Cyclones want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So Texas's offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but
he holds it in, and nobody's close.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution. And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll throw it from the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's DeMarco. Forced out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to...
Off he goes! They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got it on the outside, it's Clark. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy, woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! What an impressive individual display. What speed by this quarterback.
And this defense, they were scared to death of this guy. I mean, they knew they had their hands full trying to stop him. It's one thing to do it in practice and draw it up on a board. Everybody thinks they've got a shot, but until you get out on the field, until you feel this guy's speed, you realize right away that it's going to be a long game.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. My, 41 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game? They're doing that in the season opener. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Took a shot as he threw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. To the air, it's DeMarco. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point makes it 14-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14...
Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. To the air, it's DeMarco. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Texas! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. It's one game, you don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Here comes the offense on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Can't get him to the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Makes his connection.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Keeps looking downfield. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Looking to pass. It's DeMarco. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and then
got some room, headed to the goal line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field run.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
35. Iowa State, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Under heat, he gets rid of it. And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The offense set for a first down play. He'll start this drive firing. Coming after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 15. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first two quarters of football in Ames.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to throw, it's Vega. Moving out of the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Line getting set on second down.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Iowa State 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. He's got his man.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Iowa State.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time. They're up 14 over the Royals. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know he's got it downfield for a huge gain. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the they use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the field goal unit is on the field. Right down. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that